Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Anizi with What If Naruto Was Neglected and Had the Jogan and the Karma Seal Part 4. So, let's get started. Naruto and Itachi stare down Momoshiki and Kinshiki, the reincarnation of Ashura and Indra, these two otsustukis. Well then, Kaguya's brat, let's get this started then, Momoshiki said as both he and Kinshiki rushed towards them. Let's do this, Itachi, Naruto says. Itachi said in classic Uchiha fashion as Naruto and Itachi rushed towards Momoshiki and clashed with him as Naruto used the 6th path Senjutsu boost and Jogan boost, which was a 6th path level buff itself, to punch Momoshiki in the face. Naruto then sent Momoshiki flying back with a kick. It seems you've gotten better, boy. Were you hiding this? You were struggling against my subordinate Kinshiki just a while ago and now you're matching me. But you're nothing, Momoshiki said as he darted towards Naruto, firing elemental jutsus at Naruto without any hand signs, as Naruto, who had his Jogan spatial veil, allowed him to be ineffective because it was infinite space between the jutsus and Naruto. Momoshiki, seeing this, realized what it was with his Bakugan as he teleported in, trying to hit Naruto, only for Naruto to hit him with a black rod staff that sent Momoshiki flying back. You've gotten better, boy, I admit that. Damn it. Well, it seems I have to use my all, Momoshiki said as he rushed towards Naruto. As Naruto punched him only to block a kick from Momoshiki, Naruto was then punched in the face, which sent him stumbling backwards a bit, but Naruto got back up his balance and kicked the incoming Momoshiki with full power into the Kage booth. Minato and Krishna and Jiraiya and the rest of the Kages who were watching this in shock. Minato, where's this power? Have you seen this before? What have you been teaching him? Have you been teaching him Senjutsu? If so, then how did he get this level of power? This level of power through Senjutsu should not be possible, Jiraiya said, as Minato shook his head. No, I never trained Naruto. Just like how we planned, I only trained the twins, Minato replied as he looked at Krishna and Tsunade, who both shook their head. Itachi doesn't have summons, and both of him and Naruto have that glow around them. One is gold and one is purple. Before Itachi unlocked the Rinnegan and Naruto unlocked his special Senjutsu, they never had this kind of power. Do you think Memma and Mito aren't the child of prophecies and we were wrong? Krishna said. No, we are right. Naruto doesn't have the QB, so he can't be the child of prophecy, Jiraiya said. Wait a minute, Minato-kun, those eyes, what if those are giving Naruto his powers? What if he has some new bloodline that's interfering with the prophecy, said Krishna. It could be. Well, when this is over, we're gonna have to question Naruto, Jiraiya said. The talk was interrupted as Momoshiki flew and landed before Naruto, who was in front of the Kages, Tsunade, Jiraiya and Krishna. You dare draw my blood, you dirty earthling life form. I will destroy you all, Momoshiki said. Sir, Momoshiki, I failed you. I'm sorry, Momoshiki heard as he turned to see the person that said this was his subordinate, Otsustuki Kinshiki, with his arm off. Please, eat me. I'll turn into fruit. Allow me to become one with you and live through you. And for you to defeat these humans. They're too powerful, Kinshiki said, as he turned into chocolate fruit. As Momoshiki ate him, he started to have black lines come around him as he had a golden Rinnegan open up in his forehead, and 2 of them were on his hands. Naruto and Itachi were sweating at the power he possessed, while Menma, Mito, the Kage and Krishna, Tsunade and Orochimaru were trembling. Let's see who wins now, boy. Kaguya, brat or me, Momoshiki said, as Itachi jumped down. You won't just be facing Naruto, you'll be facing me too, Itachi said. Naruto and Itachi charged at Momoshiki. Naruto shot some truth-seeking orbs at Itachi, who switched with Momoshiki. Momoshiki put his hand out and said Shinra tensely, sending the truth-seeking orbs away. That's a good effort, but not good enough. You were able to trick me with your stupid planning. I know all your techniques, they're all otsustukis, Kaguya brat, Momoshiki said as he charged at Itachi and Naruto. He kicked Itachi, sensing Itachi was coming, sending Itachi stumbling back. Itachi regained his footing to see Naruto block a punch from Momoshiki. Naruto felt his arm sting. Naruto was okay at taijutsu. He only learned the basics because his bloodline, the Jogan spatial veil technique, made him untouchable. Or so he thought. But now Naruto regrets not learning better taijutsu style, because now he was facing a person who can counter his spatial veil technique. Itachi, try the Susanoo, Naruto yelled. As Itachi nods, Itachi then formed the Susanoo, trying to bring down the Tosca blade on Momoshiki, only for Momoshiki to appear behind Itachi, kicking the Susanoo and shattering it. Momoshiki then stood over Itachi, who was trying to get up. Ha 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 ha. Is that all you have? I thought Kage's brats would be more powerful than this, Momoshiki said as he made a black ball made of all 5 chakra natures and fired it towards Itachi. Ha 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 ha. Now it's your turn, brat, Momoshiki said, turning towards Naruto. Naruto was in shock. He looked at Itachi, the person who was like a brother to him, was now dead, as Naruto erupted in anger. I will kill you, Momoshiki Otsustuki, Naruto says as his jogan flared and he rushed at Momoshiki, avoiding a punch that was coming from Momoshiki and kicking Momoshiki in the face, sending him flying. Naruto was surrounded in light blue jogan chakra. As this was a jogan power boost, it gave him a 2 times power boost. So normally he would just be having another like 6 path senjutsu chakra boost, but now he's having a full-on Hagoromo level chakra boost, which made him 75% of Kage's power. That's good, I actually felt that. Now I can actually let myself go, Momoshiki said as he let out his full power. Naruto rushed at Momoshiki, connecting a few shots, but full power Momoshiki was stronger than him by quite a bit. If we had to scale him somewhere, he would be like 125% of Kage's power, so Kage plus another 25%. Naruto then punched Momoshiki, only to be kicked by Momoshiki flying, and then Momoshiki dropped him. Then Momoshiki drop kicked Naruto, sending him flying towards the ground. Picking up Naruto, he punched Naruto all over as Momoshiki stood over the beaten form of Naruto. He was about to kill Naruto when suddenly wood-style branches latched onto him. Turning back, Naruto and Momoshiki saw that the snake man summoned, Orochimaru summoned, the Kage's youngest grandson's first reincarnation, stopped Momoshiki as he was no longer under the control of the snake man. He was no longer reanimated cage, but under the seal, but now free, as Hashirama would able to break out of Orochimaru's control. I won't let you kill the boy, Hashirama said as he rushed in. Suna, heal the boy now, that's an order, Hashirama said, as he sensed Tsunade's hate towards Naruto, so he had to do it as an order. As Tobirama's body flickered to a barely alive Naruto, and then used the flying Raijin to get him to where Itachi was, which was Tsunade's place. Itachi, you're alive, Naruto said, seeing him. Yes, Tobirama-sama saved me. And Uchiha, I'm quite surprised, Itachi said as Tsunade healed him. There, you're all healed now go and save the village, brat, Tsunade said with hate. She only healed Naruto because his powers were useful to saving the world and the village right now. As Itachi held onto Naruto and he switched with the stone where Momoshiki was, as they were now right in front of Momoshiki, only to be surprised when they see the Death Reaper summoned by the third Hokage, Hiruzen, pulling out the chakra of Momoshiki, weakening him significantly. No, my chakra! Momoshiki yelled. Naruto's eyes widened as he saw Hiruzen dead. Naruto's Jogan colored chakra erupted. Now he was about 100% of Kage's power. As Naruto heard something, Naruto, come here, Hiruzen spoke with his last remaining life as Naruto went up to him. Grandpa, please don't leave me. You're the only one that cared for me in this village, Naruto said, sad that the only person who cared for him was dying. Don't cry, Naruto. You need to beat Momoshiki. You need to avenge me, Naruto. You must importantly save the world where you live in, Hiruzen said, as Momoshiki seen this with rage since Hiruzen took his energy, tried to attack Hiruzen only for Hashirama, Tobirama and Itachi to stop it. I can't, even with the chakra I have now, he's just too powerful. I don't know how much more power I have left, Naruto said. Then I will lend you the rest of my chakra. Put your hand out, Naruto, Hiruzen said as Naruto put his hand out as Hiruzen wielded his chakra and helped Naruto form the Rasengan with his last remaining chakra, as Naruto starts pumping his chakra into it, making the Rasengan a size like none other Rasengan ever was, the biggest ever Rasengan created at this point, as Minato, Krishna, Jiraiya, Tsunade all looked in shock but jealousy because their prophecy children couldn't have this kind of power. Itachi then appeared in front of Naruto, grabbing his Anbu sword. Let's do this, Naruto. We got one chance. There's time to grieve later. but we must make sure third Hokage's life doesn't go to waste, Itachi said. Naruto then dissipates the Rasengan, putting the chakra into his body as it was stored ready to be used when he was going to connect it with Momoshiki. Yeah, I'm ready, Itachi, Naruto said, as Momoshiki fired chakra rods at Itachi, who rushed at Momoshiki using his sword to deflect them, engulfing his sword in his sixth path's chakra. Itachi then threw the katana, switching with it as he launched a Chidori at Momoshiki. Such tribal moves, Momoshiki said as Momoshiki turned his hand, getting ready to absorb the Chidori chakra. But a kunai left in the air by Itachi turns into Naruto, who throws a kunai at Momoshiki. Momoshiki catches the kunai in his other hand, but Itachi switches with the kunai, launching the Chidori at Momoshiki and embedding the thrown kunai inside of Momoshiki's absorbing hand, the Rinnegan, destroying it. Damn you, Momoshiki yelled, as Itachi felt a kick and then two slaps, and then followed by a kick where he was sent flying back. The rest is up to you now, Naruto, Itachi yells as Naruto charges at Momoshiki, landing a fist to the gut. Momoshiki charges a chakra enhanced punch with enough power to rip a hole inside of Naruto's chest. Itachi seeing this switches with Naruto. Naruto's eyes widened, getting another chakra boost. Now he had the power of Kaguya plus Hagoromo as Naruto yells, "Die! Rasengan!" as the giant Rasengan connects with Momoshiki, hitting him point blank in the face. "Impossible! I am Otsustuki Momoshiki!" Momoshiki yelled as Naruto twists his hand as the Rasengan drills through him. The sound, the leaf, the sand, civilians and shinobi alike are seen running as the Rasengan connects with the ground after grinding Momoshiki to death, destroying the whole village apart from Hiruzen's head on the Hokage monument, as metals, rocks and everything was sent flying as the Chunin, Genin, academy students and civilians that were running away were sent flying away in different directions. It was over. Naruto woke up in this empty space as he saw Momoshiki going around him, circling him. Can you see my presence and feel me, child?" Momoshiki said as Naruto sees Momoshiki floating in the air in his pre-chakra fruit form. "You have strongly inherited the otsustuki power. That's how you were able to beat me," Momoshiki says as he looks at Naruto's eyes. Then he started to move around Naruto. "But you are inexperienced and you cannot see your destiny," Momoshiki says as he circles Naruto again. "Those blue eyes, the one from the earth, the lesser life form who uses toads speaks about, they are the ones that will control the destiny of this world," Momoshiki said. "Beware your family and that village of yours. They'll try to control you, try to use you, try to take your power, give it to your siblings, to make you a puppet, or if it's possible, to give all your power to your siblings, because their egos won't allow them to accept that they were wrong," Momoshiki said. "By the way, child, those who kill gods cannot remain as normal beings. Enjoy my gift to you if you last that long," Momoshiki says. "What do you mean?" Naruto yells out, but Momoshiki fades away. Naruto wakes up to see the area destroyed. As Naruto was sad, he was now thinking about Itachi and Hiruzen, the two people who cared for him in this village, were now dead. Naruto gets up and uses jogan to teleport to was the third Hokage monument. He then sat on it and he thought about everything, about Itachi's death, about Hiruzen's death, about what Momoshiki says as he see a crow coming towards him. Wait, that was Itachi's crow. Is he alive? But he saw a letter attached to it. Naruto opened it. "Dear Naruto, if you're reading this, then I've actually died. When you used the Rasengan, I ripped out my Rinnegan and gave it to the crow. I want you to have them. The rest of my body will be destroyed. The Rinnegan shall help you a lot. I love you like a brother. I'm sorry I wasn't there and I couldn't write a proper goodbye. I only had a few seconds left, but you were like a brother to me. Better than Sasuke ever was. Sasuke tried to kill my fiancée to make me sad enough so he could have the clan heir title. But you always cared for me, just like how I cared for you. This is it, your brother, Itachi." Naruto read out as he had tears in his eyes. Itachi had been a brother like Memma never was. He would embrace Itachi's last gift, the Rinnegan. Naruto pulled out his eyes and put in Itachi's into his eye sockets. Well, just his Rinnegan into his other eye socket, which wasn't a jogan. Naruto then left, but as he was walking, Naruto felt the leftover chakra of Itachi reacting to his as his Rinnegan and Jogan flared and started glowing. Naruto then decided that it was time to go to where the rest of the village was. He teleported in without letting anyone know, only to hear talks coming from the tent of the council. So, it's final. We lock Naruto up and have Tsunade test on him. We'll even give Orochimaru pardon if he helps us to power up Mememito, because Naruto can't be controlled. He hates us. We must put him in his place. We must use his power, but we can't let him be free, Minato says, as the council agreed. Naruto's eyes widened as he teleported away. So that's what Momoshiki was talking about, Naruto said. So, Minato, is that how you want to play it? Well done, Full Kage. I just decided that you and your village die now, Naruto says, as rage was evident in his voice. His Rinnegan and Jogan flared up as the 6 paths surrounded him and the Karma or Stage 1 activated. But guys, that's all for today. Peace.